Hi everyone, and welcome to Friday afternoon on the Rancho. We're going to be doing some metal detecting for a few hours. I work a half a day on Friday. It's a nice time to get out. It's still relatively quiet. And my latest mantra, my latest motto for metal detecting is, if you want to find good stuff, you've got to do the historical research. And I've done a lot of research today on a spot that I think it could be very, very exciting, okay? And it's a spot until this morning, and as many years as I've been here now, 16 years, 17 years, I never even knew it existed. It's so long gone. It's been gone about, 70 years. And what is it? It's an old municipal airport in Sebastopol, California. Now, Sebastopol is a hippie town. It's about 8 miles west of Santa Rosa. It was the home of Jerry Garcia and Mickey Hart of the Grateful Dead, Karen Valentine of Room 222. It was also the home of Wilford Libby, the Nobel Prize winning scientist who went to high school at Annalee High School in Sebastopol, and he developed the whole idea of carbon dating to figure out how old things are. There's Nobel Prizes that slip into oblivion and don't have a lot of use. And then there's carbon dating, which is probably one of the biggest breakthroughs of determining the age of artifacts in the history of the world. Anyway, in the 1920s, everybody was scrambling to try to build airports to attract air travel. If we build an airport, we can invite Charles Lindbergh to land there. So Sebastopol rushed. A farmer cleared his fields and established a municipal airport. And you might think to yourself, oh, well, big deal. Not many people were flying or going to airports. But in those days, remember, air travel and airplanes were really, really novel. They're not as commonplace as they are today. And people were fascinated by air shows and what they called air circuses and flying stunts. And the town of Sebastopol was no different. And when they had shows in the 1920s and 30s, when I read accounts in the paper of 10,000 people showing up to watch these air shows and watching them, I'm thinking to myself, that's a lot of people to be sitting on the lawn losing coins and stuff like that. Now, the good news is it's not a public park, okay? It's open to the public, but who knows to go there and metal detect? I don't know. Maybe some smart people did the research, maybe not. We're going to go out there today. I'm going to show you some of the original maps and stuff. We'll take a look at it. If I don't find anything, you'll still think it's a hell of an interesting upload today. Okay, stay tuned. I'll see you out in the town of Sebastopol. Okay, guys, I am just outside the town of Sebastopol. Is about we're already inside the city limit of Sebastopol here, but it's about a half a mile to the what the hell is that, to the west over here. Okay, so we got to get our bearings a little bit, and one way to do that, if you look at this map here, this is Highway 12, and sorry it got a little funked up on printing, but this is Highway 12 that comes west out of Santa Rosa here, and you can see this is Moore Street up here, and you can see there's some a little bit of a office complex down here, and then there's like a small laguna there that floods during the rainy season. But if you look back to the 1920s, you see something very different coming out this road, and this is what I really like. Here's the same road coming out here at Highway 12, and this is where it would turn up Moore Street here. Well, looky here, there was a whole airfield here with cross runways, a proposed hangar over here. So what we want to do today, this is 2,600 feet, so you can basically kind of get the dimensions that this is about a half a mile, maybe half a mile square here, 3/4 of a mile by half a mile. So what we want to do today, it's the first time I've been out here doing this, and what I want to do today is just try going over here to the west here towards the town, because there's really no place to park a car. over there. I might do a little shooting here as I make my way over, and then try to figure out a few spots to hunt. But you can see not much has evidently changed, at least in the topography here. We're still in this flat area, and you can see by the looks of it, it would be perfect for an airfield. It's all cleared, everything else, it's part of a park system. So what we want to do today is just figure out if there's anything cool here, because I don't think anybody really metal detects this area here with an eye towards finding artifacts from the 1920s and stuff. But you got to remember, for some of these air shows, there were 10,000 people out here watching, and they weren't all standing. I'm sure they were sitting on the ground, getting up and down, kids jumping around, losing change and stuff like that. So we got a big job ahead of us. I might not get one thing out of here, but I don't care today. I'm just trying to get the lay of how things go. And if you further look at the map here, you'll also see something else interesting coming out the Santa Rosa to Sebastopol Road. Look, there was a Gravenstein station here too, somewhere over here. And you know, if we can kind of figure out by taking some dimensions here where that would be on the other side of the highway. You see the Highway 12 there. On the other side of the highway there's another good place to potentially shoot around the train station. There used to be the California and Northwestern Railroad. Then there was the Petaluma and Santa Rosa electric line that ran out here too. So this is why I say, if you're going to metal detect, do the history. I don't want to go to a park and just pull up clad coins all day. I want to go to places I got a real chance of finding something. Okay, it's going to take some leg work today and some digging around. We got a few hours. We'll just poke around and see what we get. Okay guys, as a way to get our bearings, you can see we got some really old school kind of stuff here. Stuff that's used for what? For loading up cattle and possibly unloading cattle. And I'm thinking to myself, what is all this stuff doing here? Then I look at the map and look right there what it says, Sebastopol Meat Company. This was probably, we're probably at the end down here right now, standing right down here on the corner. And although it might be pretty cool to detect down here and everything, I think we want to shift our game to the west a little bit to move out this way. So I'm going to go ahead and try to park near Morris Street over here, and then try to make my way down in there. We'll see how we do. Okay, we've now switched our venue over to Morris Street here, and all over here, starting about right here, and probably on the other side, we're all walking on where the airfield used to be. And of course, I doubt this big mound was here before. I think this is I don't even know what the hell that used to be, a cements aggregate company. But what we can do is make access back here and into some of the land back here, and we can kind of give it a twirl and try to figure out where we are. So are you kind of excited? I am. This would all be all prime ground over here, but there's no way to make it through those damn blackberry bushes. No way. So we'll figure it out. Well, here's our first find. Don't get real excited. It's a real thin, like a battery for a calculator or something like that. But you know, it's going to be hard to penetrate far in here with these blackberry bushes. Plus we want to go out to the road and sort of try to walk in access from the road over there. But I'll do a little more shooting in this area here. Yes dear, yes dear. Anybody want an old cell phone? We dug that one up. All it needs is a SIM card there. It's good to go. You're not always getting coins and stuff when you come out. Oh my God. All right, there's our first find of the day. It's not terribly old, but it's a 67 penny And that makes me think, because it's right on the trail here coming down from where I parked over there, that this might not have been detected or detected too much down here. So this actually gets me a little excited that we might find something decent today. So yeah, okay, it beats a zinc. Okay guys, I am in the middle of hell here, prime rattlesnake country. So I am going to back my way out of here because I'm just increasingly gone into a jungle. I've gotten a few 1960s pennies, which isn't bad, but I have no way of knowing how far I am from the clearing over there. So I'm going to walk down and I'm going to try to approach from the Highway 12 side. Made it out of the jungle. So here we are on the west side of Highway 12, and you can see it's raised up above me there, which would be common because this area floods out terribly in winter. But you can see I'm now a little closer to what might actually look like an airfield out here. So this is the area I want to really concentrate over here, and especially over here I'm going to try to identify, when we get a lot of ground targets, maybe iron, stuff like that, it'll help identify where people congregated and all that. So I'm going to go in here and do some shooting and see what we can find. Guys, you got to be out of your mind to metal detect in a place like this. I mean, it's just tall ass weeds everywhere you go. People have been planting these oak trees to try to repopulate the area. So, you know, I got to tell you, I'm kind of disappointed so far. I haven't found any signs of anything. I don't know whether this is I got a piece of iron or just a hot rock here. I'm not sure what it is, but been very unfruitful. I've got to find an area where I'm at least getting signals, and this isn't it. I'm pretty much moving towards the center of what would have been the airfield here. So I'm going to try to sort of start moving over to the edge of the laguna over here, and hope that maybe this is where the people came out from the town of Sebastopol to sit down for the big show. Alright, I'm in the middle of the wild and woolies, and there's something that can provide a clue. It looks like maybe some kind of button, or not sure what it is. We'll take it home and examine it. Hope it's something to do with aviation. Alright guys, I'm hiking my way out of the what should be the middle of the airfield. And I probably have 5,000 ticks all over me now from crawling through here. So I'm making my way back to Highway 12. I don't even want to be down here. If it starts to get dark, I will never find my way out of here. And I don't want to hit any quicksand or anything else. So I'll be doing a little detecting around the Highway 12. Okay, so the quote airport unquote was kind of a blowout today, but on the way home, recently there was a house raised here a couple years ago, and it went down fast, so I don't even know if anybody noticed it was gone. But if you see there's a driveway cut in here, and there's no house anymore. So I want to get the detector out a little bit and see if we can salvage something. This is probably an area that's been untouched, so keep your fingers crossed, because it looked like an old bomber of a house. It's not my luck today, guys. The site is picked clean. And, you know, I got bums riding by over here on the trail carrying their aluminum cans and shit. Huge bags trying to balance it. What time is it? You know, like, why in the hell do you got a date tonight? You know, crazy stuff. Well, you can't win them all, guys. And today, I was really excited. I thought I did some real good research. I'm pretty sure I have, but I just can't, you know, the weeds and the growth is just so thick in there that out by the supposed airport, that there's just no way that I can hack through the jungle there to really get a fix on where things are. So I'm not going to, you know, I'm going to do another section, show you what I did find today. I'm not going to do a separate video. It's not worth it. People get mad, oh, you know, but I will show you at the end. I'm going to head back to the house now, get some of the schmutz cleaned off me here, and call it a day. Yeah, it's an old house site here, but that doesn't mean that there's anything in the ground. Okay guys, welcome to the wrap-up vid. I'm in the Shine Shack here this afternoon. And a couple words before I go over the finds. Like I was saying when I left today, research doesn't always mean that there's going to be a payoff at the end of the line. I had tremendously high hopes when I went out to the what I believe to be the old airport, and I know for a fact there was an airport there because there's pictures of planes that are parked there on that airport, and there's a hangar. So it's just a question of doing a little more research to try to figure out. I mean, it's a huge, you know, in fact, it ends up being like a mile by a mile. You know, it's a lot of territory to search, and the grass and the reeds and stuff were so high. I probably got a million ticks on me here. I don't even know yet. So, you know, research is good, but it doesn't always result in a payoff. And I have to tell you, it was exciting to do the research when I first thought, oh, you know, maybe I'll be there first. And, you know, it didn't dim the excitement or make it any less fun today to be out there. I'll continue to do the research and try to find the stuff. It's the way my focus is going to be on metal detecting. Look, other guys and gals, they go out to beaches, the same parks and stuff. They get stuff sometimes, they don't, you know. But they're never going to find that really big bonanza that I'm looking for doing research and old home sites and things like that. It's not easy. If you want easy stuff, go to your local park and you can get all the clad coins you want, okay? But you're not going to do the big scores, okay? But having said that, let's see. The most interesting thing today by far was digging up a cell phone outside there. And just for shits and giggles, I'm going to see if she charges up tonight. I'm going to put her on the charger. I mean, that's hella funny there. Maybe I slipped my SIM card in there, right? I got another damn phone. So I thought, well, in terms of value or junk, one or the other, it's one of the most expensive things that I brought up. I don't know what this is. It's either a piece of metal or a hot rock or something, but this thing just set off the detector like crazy, and it is really, really heavy. So I'm going to have to try to investigate that a little more. You know, I found that tag at what I think is the airport site, and it has the numbers, oh, what is it, 62, oh, it's got 99795 on there. So, you know, I have no idea what it is. It's some kind of tag. It's something that looks like maybe it belongs to an airplane. It's aluminum. That's for sure. I did find one square nut out there, and maybe that's significant out there. Otherwise, I found like a strap, thing that strapping would go through. I found six pennies, and interestingly, not one of these was newer than 1968. So that's interesting, but I found them on the approach where you walk into the site from the west side. And then I also found a dime, and then 2 quarters and a nickel. So certainly not my most thrilling kind of finds today, but for me, it's okay. I had an exciting day. I did research. I worked hard at work. I came home. I couldn't wait to hit the road, and you know, I'll be on the trail of that airport some more. You believe it. If 10,000 people turned out to watch an air show, they sat their carcasses down somewhere, and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do the research. As usual, guys, thanks for being along. What a joy to have you along as I do some of the detecting history here. Thanks for watching.